Buenas tardes. Se me oye, ¿verdad? Muy buenas tardes a todos. Bienvenidos a Cybercamp.
Welcome to Cybercamp 2015. So, big events on cybersecurity organized by INCIBE, which is the National Institute of Cybersecurity. We also have the cooperation of the best experts in the matter. This year, these weekends, we will be celebrating these events at this sports palace from the region of Madrid. Same as last year, we will have the most talented speakers, both national and international. We will share workshops, competitions, roundtables, all that open to the whole society. And for that, we will have the participation of the most talented students have taken part in the training programs. We will also have people from all the industry, and we will also be working with families interested in having a greater understanding about the world of the internet. So, welcome to Cybercamp 2015. We'd like you to learn from us and to be well aware of the dangers that are on the internet, and we'd like you to enjoy it, to enjoy the network in a wisely manner. So, and now I'd like to play a video about our last edition 2014.
Cybercamp abre sus puertas los días 27, 28 y 29 de noviembre en Madrid. Un foro gratuito creado en España para reunir a los mejores expertos en materia de ciberseguridad. Un lugar de encuentro para jóvenes talentos, emprendedores, familias y cualquier persona interesada en el sector. Este evento, organizado por el Instituto Nacional de Ciberseguridad, INCIBE, trabaja por un triple objetivo. Identificar trayectorias profesionales de jóvenes talentos, que estos puedan intercambiar experiencias entre sí y promocionarles para que puedan entrar en el mundo laboral. Para conseguirlo, se reunirán expertos que contarán sus experiencias y futuros proyectos. Además, se han organizado talleres técnicos, retos, pruebas de habilidad, un hackathon de desarrollo y multitud de actividades pensadas para comprobar tus habilidades y desarrollar tu talento. Apostar por la innovación, el emprendimiento y el empleo es otro de los objetivos. Y lo haremos con un amplio programa que incluye un certamen de proyectos, área de networking, consulta a expertos que te enseñarán cómo adentrarte en el mundo empresarial de la ciberseguridad, conferencias magistrales con gurús del sector, premios y un foro de empresa, entre otras muchas acciones. Este foro no está dirigido únicamente a profesionales. También queremos llegar a las familias que juegan un papel fundamental en la educación tecnológica de los hijos. Para ellos se han preparado charlas y otras muchas actividades técnicas y de ocio, de concienciación y difusión de la ciberseguridad para padres, educadores e hijos. Estamos preparados para promocionar el talento español en ciberseguridad. ¿Y tú? ¿Estás listo? ¡Comenzamos! Cybercamp 2015. Demuestra tu potencial.
Sin más.
All right, without further ado, let us give the floor to Miguel, General Director of INCIBE. He started working for the Ministry of Defense, and he has a vast experience. He has held several positions in information security field. He has also been linked to several. He has worked with companies such as Deloitte, and we should not forget about the role that he played in academic forum and industry forum. So let us give a big applause to him.
Muchas gracias.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon to you all. Well, it is impressive to be here today at this point when we are inaugurating Cybercamp 2015. Lots of work behind it, lots of excitement behind it. All that has brought us here to this weekend, this very highly intense weekend that we will be having around cybersecurity. So, you have seen the video already. Cybercamp is the big event of cybersecurity that we organize from the National Institute of Cybersecurity, which is aimed at difficult as well as essential objective, that being that cybersecurity becomes integrated in a natural manner in society. We know, and it is good news, that information technologies are an essential part, essential component of our personal and work life. And we are also well aware that that requires good level of trust and cybersecurity so that we can make the most of all this potential that is offered to us. That's one of the objectives of our Cybercamp this year. As I said before, bringing cybersecurity closer to the public in general, professionals, entrepreneurs, as well as companies. So this year, we have changed our Cybercamp slightly, and now we are closer to families. We want to be closer to families. We want parents and children to come over this weekend and to enjoy as family the offer that we have designed and prepared specifically for them. So what is the National Institute of Cybersecurity? We are a public entity, so we depend from the Ministry of Telecomunications, and our objective is to take care of cybersecurity. We have strong cooperations with other parties, and we also do research. National Institute of Cybersecurity not only organizes activities to foster the industry in cybersecurity, but we also operate the sets of security of industry, which is the incident response team aimed at preventing, helping, and mitigating attacks carried out on citizens, industry, and especially strategic sector. This CERT, which is operated by INCIBE, is also operated with the Ministry of Defense. As I told you before, coordination and cooperation is one of the main elements of INCIBE, of our institute. And a good example of that is the summation of skills and competencies and work that we do together with the Ministry of Interior, and that help us working together on a daily basis in our endeavor to improve cybersecurity in our country. Cybercamp is a consolidated event already, so this is our second year, and as you've seen in the video, it revolves around three axes, one of them being generation of talent. It means that we want to amplify, to increase and enhance the activities aimed at talent that we carry out during the year. So we know that there is a high demand of professionals specialized in cyber security. We know that that demand is not met to 100% nowadays. So therefore, we have to start working from the basis. We really want to start working with those who are youngest, and we want to continue along those lines so that in the near future, these young generations join both the public and the private working world. So the second strategic element is the creation and generation of wider base of industries. So we believe that Cybercamp can be a very good tool to amplify and to enhance all the work that we carry out during the year. So these weekends we will have young people with good ideas getting together, meeting with investors, entrepreneurs. So we will be making an effort to introduce the public and the private financing mechanisms available. And we have two worlds here, the world of talent and the talent of companies. So for the second time this year, we have a forum where we will be having the participation of more than 20 companies ready to interview with candidates and to offer job opportunities. This year, we will be especially focusing on families. So this morning, we have 1,400 children around here working on activities about cybersecurity. So it is very important not to forget about cyber. We had cyber scouts, we have cyber gincana, we have very many cyber activities for them, and we will continue to do so during the weekends. And then parallel to that, we had workshops oriented to hackers, to experts and to specialists for them to gain a deeper understanding on the topic. We will also have other workshops, some of them developed jointly with the OEA. So we want Cybercamp to continue being a valuable tool to society, to all of us. We are very glad to be in this wonderful, undisputable setting that will help us have all these parallel activities that I've just mentioned. And now I'd like to finish my talk with my hope. My hope, that being that we would like to have this venue full of people, and we want to see our excitement also in all of you. Thank you very much. So thank you very much, Miguel. Would you please take a seat? And now, well, to hear about security, well, the best person to do so is the Secretary General of Security, Mr. Vázquez.
Buenas tardes. Muchas gracias a todos.
Good afternoon. Thank you very much to all of you for being here. And as Bill Gates said, and I think this is a very good definition, he said that thanks to the internet, we can no longer say, I just don't know. Now, we have to say, I still don't know. That is to say that we are the protagonists as well as witnesses of an unprecedented revolution in history. We don't know whether that revolution will take us. And according to that, today we will be having the opportunity to be passive receptors and beneficiaries of all the knowledge generated by society, but we also have the chance and the opportunity to be generators and creators of that knowledge. So we have a window open up to the whole world. So this positive, revolutionary, ambitious message is the first thing that we have to put on the table. We should never overlook this message when it comes to approach the cyber topic, because cyber topic means a quantitative leap in the world, in the way we are in society today. So me, as the Secretary of State for Security, well, often we don't talk about the good things about the cyber world, but about the bad things of cyber world. We talk about cyber attacks, cyber crimes, very bad things that take place on the internet. But today, this inauguration of Cybercamp, I don't really want to tell you only about cyber threats and cyber attacks. We are all well aware of the dangers that go hand in hand with cybersecurity. Today, I'd like to talk positive to you. I'd like to tell you about advantages, possibilities that we get from technology and cybersecurity. So it is very good that all of us today here with our different perspectives, with our different knowledge and fields of interest, we will be sharing all that, and then we will be benefiting for all the good things that the Internet offers to us. So I'm not going to dwell into negative things. So, because today, social networks and the Internet are a privileged channel of communication of the law enforcement agencies with the citizens. That channel allows us to do things that were just impossible to imagine a few years ago. Social networks are not only that, but they are much more. They've been the revolution of the way the police forces and law enforcement agencies work nowadays. They have allowed them to come closer to citizens. Now they are using a direct, modern and renewed language, engaging with the concerns and the interests of our society. So let me give you some figures. So the Ministry of Interior, through the Twitter account and the Twitter accounts of police forces and civil guards, we are the leaders of that network. We have more than 2.5 million followers. National police forces are proud to be the best followed police forces all over the world on Twitter. They even have more followers than the FBI. All this capacity of using the social networks and the Internet to bring together the public service of security to citizens have been already recognized in well-deserved awards and prizes. And I'm sure that it will continue to be like that. National Marketing Prize to police forces, as well as another prize that have been awarded this very same year. The Internet and social networks continue to be a revolution in the strategy of communication of security, but they go beyond that. Now they have become an actual operational tool for security. They have increased exponentially the collaboration of the citizens with police forces or Guardia Civil, thanks to the opportunity of filing reports, of letting events known to the law enforcement agencies through the social networks. Nowadays, law enforcement agents can be faster, more efficient, can protect us better, and therefore can protect in a more efficient manner the security of people. Let me share a piece of data with you. In January 2015, we started an initiative to have the collaborators of citizens to fight drug dealing. So we have received more than 35,000 emails with information. So this is one of the few opportunities that Internet offers and puts at the service of public security. I also would like to mention to you Alert Cops, which is a mobile telephone application, which is an example of technology applied to security. So Alert Cops on our smartphones allow us to have direct communication with Guardia Civil and National Police Forces, which is two-way, accessible to disabled people through an instant messaging system, and also available in several languages, because we also want it to be used by tourists. So therefore, we want to bring security closer to citizens through new technologies. We have had more than 33,000 downloads and we have received more than 22,000 alerts. So 435 out of 5, this is the rating on the scale in terms of the usage made by citizens, and we will continue to add all the functionalities that we believe are necessary to ensure closer security to citizens. And actually, one of the most recent functionalities was received last Wednesday. It was International Day to fight violence against women. So we introduced a new icon on alert cops. Now, any gender-based violence episode can be reported fastly on that application. We continue working to improve the security of children and adolescents. We heard from the previous speakers about security aimed at families and children. They all populate the internet. Young people sometimes have a virtual life, which is some occasions more intense than the real life. So we would like to warn them about the threats that they may face in the virtual world. Last year, law enforcement agents gave more than 25,000 speeches at schools and educational centers. So we can say that more than half of those speeches had to do with cyber harassing and to cyber threats in order to ensure a safe virtual environment to the youngest cyber users. So we believe that initiatives of this kind are more and more necessary. We also collaborate with the industry to block pornographic content and to protect the security of the minors on the internet. We do that through all the stakeholders involved, and we are also participants of international initiatives, European initiatives, those launched in Europe and as well as in the US. We have taken part actively in all of these international activities. So we, from the law enforcement agencies, we want to prevent. We have launched an individual campaign targeted at young population. Perhaps you've seen it at metro stations, at train stations. Soon they will also be shown on cinema theaters. It will use like very basic and visual messages just to offer basic protection measures, to not share keys or be careful with the webcams, etc. At the end of the day, all this takes us to say that in security, as well as in other fields, social media and the internet are making citizens more and more stronger. They are empowering them. They are not only passive beneficiaries and receptors, but they are also creators and generators. As the General Director of INCIBE mentioned before, this is a wonderful example of the most empowered citizens that we have, that we all are on a daily basis. So the images of the cats that have been populated, the social networks over the last weeks are a good example of that powerful citizenship that operates on the internet and that is against any type of crime. Internet has changed our world, and we can see that in a greater transparency and participation. Eric Smith, former Director General of Google, said that Internet brings democracy. It's a democracy, power and force. So my last words were to congratulate INCIBE, the Secretary of State, for this wonderful initiative, and to wish you all that this second edition of Cybercamp is an all-round success. Thank you very much.
Gracias. Muchísimas gracias.
Thank you very much, Mr. Vázquez. And last, we have with us the Secretary of State of Telecomunications and Information Society, Víctor Calvo-Sotelo. Welcome, you have the floor.
Muy buenas tardes a todos.
Hello, good afternoon to you all. Welcome to the second edition of Cybercamp. I would like to start by thanking you all for being here, ready to hear about such an important topic. I also would like to thank the representatives of companies and entities being here, and I also would like to say hello to the Vice Secretary. So here we can. I also would like to reach Director General of INCIBE, Mr. Rego. I would like to congratulate him as well as the whole Institute for the effort they have made to organize the second edition. This is a meeting point of professionals, current professionals and future professionals of this sector. This is also a place for dissemination and awareness raising. Awareness raising is very important because we have to be well aware about the need to have an adequate level of trust when it comes to using new technologies. This is one of the greatest challenges ahead of us. In so much we are more and more digital, it becomes also more and more important to establish and to put in place the right security measures that protects us as Internet users. In the online world, the same as in the physical world, there are many tools that help us protect ourselves. However, for those tools to be effective, we have to go back to the term that we mentioned before, awareness raising of all of us. Well, same as you don't leave your home key underneath the mat, in your home. We have to be very well aware of those elements that put us at risk. So therefore, dissemination of information, organization of events of this type become more and more paramount. So a higher proportion of the population is well aware of those risks and acts accordingly. Still, there is way to travel. We have to travel that path fast because digitalization will be faster and faster, and we will have a higher number of people and devices connected. So therefore, we have to set the basis to ensure that all these developments take place in a safe environment. For that, we need a powerful cybersecurity sector as well as an aware society. Perhaps this is not new to some of you because we have already identified both these elements in the digital agenda that we approved for Spain in 2013. That agenda has a special plan aimed at approaching cybersecurity. So this plan established the measures and the strategy of the European and national security strategy to ensure safe use of Internet. Over this year, our actions have focused on two main line of actions. First of all, investments of infrastructures to also attracting talent. Second, fostering the exchange of information and collaboration between the public and the private fields, and also between the public administrations and the different bodies of the public administration, as the Secretary of State mentioned before. Also from INCIBE, from the Ministry of Industry, we have given the National Institute of Cybersecurity with the necessary resources for its development. Since in the last 10 months of the year, through the Third of Security of Industry, we have resolved 800 security incidents. So this is a piece of information for you to see that the risk is there, is real, but also to tell you that we are ready to face up to those risks. So therefore, it is a pleasure for me to be here with you today in the second edition of Cybercamp. This event is aimed at bringing together researchers, academia, industry, families, experts, to share a single dialogue of communication and sharing experiences aimed at all publics. We have an ambitious objective, which is filling this venue with people over the next 3 days. I would like to, first of all, for you to enjoy this meeting, which will be really exciting, really inspiring, but also we would like you to pass on the word to your friends and to your relatives, because they are still on time to come over here and to join us. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And same as the last edition, today we will have Juan and Damián, better known as Trancas and Barrancas, with their imagination and their quickness. They will be with us today and to help us learn in an enjoyable manner. You have the stage for you now.
Gracias. Gracias por ese aplauso multitudinario que nos habéis dado.
Thank you for that big applause. Don't you worry, we got it, okay? So we are here to take charge of everything. We come from Anonymous, but when we just remove our masks, we become better well-known, okay? The thing is that because last year we came to Cybercamp and we learned many things, and now we are members of Anonymous, and now we have these masks, and next year we will continue to improve, to do more things. Don't you worry, we will take care of everything. Oh, here we are. It was us. Okay, yes, we'd like to be behind, but okay, we'd like to thank to Sere for helping us. Okay, Sere, she is the small cousin of City. Okay, we are here to help you out. We are here for you. Okay, and for instance, if you want to harass someone on the internet, you can harass City, okay, because she hasn't got any feelings. City, okay, it's better to switch it off, because last year we realized that if City is on, you may have your mobile phone hacked. We know it all. Okay, Sere, it is her first year in Cybercamp. Please come over here. No, this is very basic. Okay, well, this is the first day of Cybercamp. How are you doing in cybersecurity? What is the password for your mobile phone? I'm not going to disclose it to you. I won't say it to you. Good level of security. All right, she's learning, and we are all learning. Well, and perhaps because you are all hackers, this is just crap to you, but I'm sure that people don't know that. How can you remember your password? Oh, I shouldn't be saying that. I have a single password for everything. No, that's really bad. Rule number 2, do not use always the same password. So my password is 5 asterisks. And then when I go, I say, you have forgotten your password, and then it gives me 5 asterisks, and I say, oh yes, this is a good reminder. So we are trying to do some counter information. So we are trying you to forget everything that you learned this year, okay? Because we want you to come back, okay? And this year we need help, okay? And we have just a pet with us. It's a robot, okay? And it has the shape of a sausage. Okay, this is a bot. Okay, before you start enjoying Cybercamp, we'd like to introduce you to Botillo. Do you know what he likes the most? He wants to be hugged, he wants to be loved, okay, and he wants to be in photos. What is the first robotic rule? Do not kill humans. Don't kill humans, okay? This is the first rule for robots to follow. Okay, we will be here until Sunday, okay? All of us. I said Friday, no, but I meant Sunday. Okay, we will be around for whatever you need, and Botillo will also be here. All right, if you have any cybersecurity doubts or questions, come to us. Thank you. Botillo, just stay here. No, help him out, okay? He has to calm down. Okay.